Hello guys, it's a Southern African World Bicycle Rider again. I'm here now at the Gabba in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, and with me I have Liam Garth. Nice to meet you, mate.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much for giving me the little bit of time here to speak about cricket. Basically, Liam, for the last 2 years, 4th of December 2010, I've been riding my bicycle around the world. And I'm now in the final continent region, Oceania, and I'm beginning my ride through Australia, and I've decided to include the test cricket grounds, biking between the test cricket grounds as a basic route for my journey. So I'm here now at the Gabba. This is the start, and then I'm pretty confident the next one's down at Sydney, the SCG.
SCG, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you could just tell me the others after that. So we got the Gabba and the SCG.
The SCG, you go down the coast. Your next one down would probably be MCG down south.
Down in Melbourne, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the MCG, and after that, mate?
You could probably look, depending on whether or not you're going to jump down to Tasmania.
Hobart's a test ground.
At Hobart, Bell Reeve down there.
Well, there you go, guys. I'll have to be going across to Tasmania because Hobart is an official test ground in Australia, and my plan is to bike between the test cricket grounds. So there we go, we're adding Hobart to the equation, and from there, mate?
From there you probably jump up to the Adelaide Oval in South Australia.
Okay, there you go, then I'll cross to Adelaide and the Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, mate, from there you'll probably, your last one there stop will be across at the Wacker in Western Australia in Perth.
Okay guys, so there you have it. We've outlined my route. I'm up here at the Gabba in Brisbane, and I'll go down to Sydney and the Sydney Cricket Ground, which is their test cricket ground. From there, I'll go down to Melbourne, the MCG. From Melbourne, I'll cross the water. I've got to cross the water to Tasmania and Hobart, which is another test ground. I'll then go back to Melbourne, bike across to Adelaide, and that's where I'll find my next test cricket ground. And from there, I'll cross the Nullarbor Plain and finish at the Wacker in Perth, and that is now a basic route for my journey. Liam, tell me something, mate. Can you give me a first memory of the game of cricket?
It's a bit hard to go past the Queensland Bulls' first test win here, the first Shield win. It was 94. I have very little memory of it myself, but there's photos and images, and
yes,
and it's very hard to beat as a Queenslander.
Oh, classic. No, we all know Australia, what a wonderful cricket nation. We all know that. But you have to really come into the country to find out about the domestic game. That's not so clear cut to the cricket world. So if you can just give us a bit of an outline of the domestic game from the T20 tournaments to, as you said, that Bull Shield or whatever it is you mentioned.
As I said, we got over the last 2 years for the first time, Australia's now picked off and started the Big Bash League.
Yes.
Which is, as I said, an attempt to crack the T20 market.
Yes.
We're in our second year now. Second season's just completed here in Australia with, thank goodness, Brisbane Heat taking out the title.
Classic.
Which was a thrilling season. Yes. Absolutely thrilling season. We had great crowd numbers up here in Brisbane. We have enthusiastic supporters, and I guess the best thing about it is they're encouraging all the players in particular to get involved with the community. You know, they've got signings, they've got activity days for the kids where the players come out and sign bits and pieces. It's all about promoting the game for the younger generation.
Awesome. No, Liam, I must say I actually contacted the Heat. They are this year's champions in the domestic T20 competition here in Australia, and I told them my story, and they were very supportive, and were even kind enough to donate me a signed bat that I can auction off and give the proceeds to Leonard Cheshire Disability. And let's hope that as I bike through the country, the other teams are as receptive and helpful. Mate, so we've got the T20, the 2020 version of the game tournament, the Big Bash. We've got that outlined. The Brisbane Heat are the champions.
Yep.
What is the next sort of domestic tournament that you can give me some info about?
Yeah, we've got two others running at the moment. As I said, you've got the Ryobi One Day Cup, which is the 50 over match.
All right.
As I said, that's quite a tight competition this year.
Yes.
And the other one we play rather than what you would call a 5-day test
Yes,
equivalent.
yes.
We do what's called the Shield, the Sheffield Shield at the moment. It's a 4-day competition.
Okay.
So that's the longer form of the game interstate.
Okay, great. And tell me, is that now state to state? Because of the T20 game, there's more than one team per state in some areas.
The T20 has been opened up and franchised in parts.
Yes.
So, as you mentioned, Melbourne have both the Stars and the Renegades playing down there. Sydney also have 2 teams. And that's become a bit more open, whereas the Shield and the One Day Cup are specifically state allocated.
Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. So that's great to know. So there you go, guys. The 2020 version of the game has multiple franchises, so there can be 2 teams in a city, whereas the 50 over version of the One Day game is exclusive to particular states. So that would be like Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia, and what, Tasmania as well.
Tasmania and South Australia both have sides as well. Yeah.
There you go. So that's it. So you got, if you can just run over those for me.
As I said, we go down the coast. We go from Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria to Tasmania, and back across you South Australia and then Western Australia.
And then Western Australia.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. And they perform in the 50 over one day game. And in the 4-day equivalent of a test type. And as we all know, guys, the test format of the game is the true chess of cricket. And as a South African, growing up in South Africa, I'll just rub that one in now because we don't often get to it, but we are currently wonderful at test cricket.
Indeed, very much so. It was a great summer.
Yeah, no, mate, I just thought I'd throw that in for a laugh. Yeah, had to. That's it.
It won't last long, don't worry.
No, classic, mate. And thanks so much for your time. I've covered a few bases there. I'm really grateful for your time.
Not a problem.
I appreciate it. And good luck with everything.
Same to you.
Good luck.
Fantastic thing you're doing.
Thanks a lot.
I hope that the journey's kind to you and you don't battle too much weather across the Nullarbor. That'll be a journey.
Liam, thanks so much. Guys, this is my first cricket ground. Liam's been wonderful. Let's see what happens. Like with the rugby grounds, I eventually got to interview players, and maybe that's going to happen as my journey progresses through Australia on the bicycle and with the cricket grounds. Let's hope so. So I'm here now at the Gabba in Brisbane, and the next stop's going to be the Sydney, the SCG, the Sydney Cricket Ground down in Sydney, and that's where I'll be reporting to you guys again. Thanks so much. Ciao for now.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.